Man accused of threatening to kill his girlfriend and then strangling her remains behind bars tonight.
Video of 27-year-old Dylan Eit's Friday night arrest has been circulating on social media. It is hard to watch, and so too are the accusations of what he did. His girlfriend says that he strangled her until she started to black out. When she called 911, Eitz allegedly took the phone away and strangled her again. He then allegedly ran from police.
The officer thought that the guy was getting ready to jump back into that window well. He didn't know what was in that window well. He didn't know if the guy was going to try to break through the window and get into that house, didn't know who was inside that house. A lot of people, it's easy for them to second guess after the fact without having the information that the officer had at that time.
The woman who Eitz is accused of attacking is sharing her story in hopes of saving lives. While the woman didn't want to go on camera, she did sit down and talk with us. She is thankful for the police and the canine who responded.
If they hadn't been involved, I don't know if I would be sitting here right now telling you my story. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that they needed to secure an arrest. They knew how dangerous he was.
Brooks says that she hopes her story will encourage others to notice the warning signs of abuse and take them seriously.
One of the charges Eitz faces is domestic abuse. On the Night Beat, KELOLAND's Dan Santella looks at the issue of domestic abuse and how it can start. Dan?
Sammy, tonight I sat down with Kelsey Cruz, a counselor at the Compass Center. She works with victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. We didn't talk about specifics of the Eitz case or any other case for that matter, but we discussed in general the issues of domestic violence and sexual assault and what victims experience. Sioux Falls Police Public Information Officer Sam Clemens says Eitz knew the victim and that the two had an on and off relationship of sorts. On Friday, Clemens says it turned violent.
He just basically made a comment that I'm going to have to kill you. He strangled her. One of the times was with a headlock. He switched to putting both hands on her neck and squeezing.
Speaking in general about violence, Compass Center counselor Kelsey Cruz says violence can rapidly get worse.
You're talking about an individual who's willing to violate another person's physical boundaries, and that can very easily go from pushing and shoving to choking, stabbing. It very quickly can escalate.
She explains that domestic violence usually begins small.
I think a lot of times people think that domestic violence is hitting and physical violence, and it is, it definitely is, but it generally starts out smaller. It starts with the looks, it starts with the sly name calling, it starts with the isolation.
Cruz says with regard to domestic violence and sexual assault, the Compass Center is, quote, always busy.
I would say that we are consistently steady with counseling. We've just hired another counselor on because we know that we need it. Our area, we need more counselors, and we had a waiting list up until a couple weeks ago for counseling.
For a closer look at the Compass Center's resources, we've included links to their website and Facebook pages in this story at KELOLAND.com.